No doubt you work hard to save for retirement, but knowing how and when to use that money can be a major decision. Matt Landon, a certified financial planner and CEO at Semmax Financial Group, is with us today. Matt, I think a lot of people wonder, okay, so I've got this money saved in there. Can I use it early?
Well, it really depends on what your goals are. For some folks, they want to leave a large legacy. They want to leave a lot of money to their kids and to charity and different things like that. Somebody else may want to spend it all down. So the distribution rate and how much should I pull, it's really going to be dependent upon your goals and what you're trying to accomplish with these funds in the short term and the long term.
And then how do you figure that out? How do you determine, this is how much money I want to spend on a monthly basis, and this is how much money I want to either pass along or just have enough for myself?
Yeah, I would say too many of the times we start off with the tools in mind, and you say, okay, I need a 4% distribution rate, or I need this kind of rate of return. I would argue you should start with what's important to you in your life. What are your goals? What really matters to you? Then we determine what kind of results do we need to help you reach those goals. And then we can back into the tool. Then we can get into what investment should I use? What kind of rate of return do I need to have? What kind of distribution rate can I run? It's really going to depend on what's important to you in the long term. And so the easy answer is, if someone tells you it's always the same, then that's a cop-out. The reality is it should be nuanced and specific to yourself.
Outside of the obvious of running out of money, what are the risks to spending too much too soon?
Yeah, well, obviously, if you have a smaller bucket of funds because you take a large distribution early, then you're not going to have as much that's able to compound. And we all know that compound growth over time is where a lot of your returns are going to be generated from. So you want to be careful early on that you're not taking too large of a distribution. Another thing to keep in mind is market conditions. Like, as you've seen right now, we've been in a volatile position over the last couple months. That can have an impact on your portfolio. If you're in a more aggressive portfolio and you're in a down market, the amount of money that you need every month hasn't changed, but the bucket you're pulling from just got smaller. So that percentage can really shift.
And does that impact people more who are in retirement right now or those who are approaching it?
I would argue it impacts those who are in retirement the most because they're in a fixed situation. They obviously don't want to go back to work, so then you're limited to what you've saved and what you've invested. But it does come into play for those that are nearing retirement, and that's really a question of risk tolerance and your investment strategies. Are we aligned with where you are in that retirement journey?
It's a lot to consider.
It is, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. And this is where working with a CFP can help you really uncover what are our goals and then back into what do we need to do.
All right, Matt Landon, always with some good advice. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're going to post this entire conversation on our website under the tab called To Finance Your Future, and we'll be right back.